This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero-tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out. Today we got a 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee with the 3.7. It is very windy out here, so I hope you don't get a lot of wind. We got a sock on the microphone, but it still might be windy. But what I'm going to do is show you how to replace the starter. All right. First thing you want to do is disconnect the negative terminal on your battery, and then jack the vehicle up and put it up on jack stands. You definitely want to secure the vehicle up on jack stands. You don't need this thing falling down on you. All right. So let me show you. Let me show you how I got it jacked up. Customer already got the starter and all. That's all we're doing. So let's get this done. All right. Customer got the starter. CarQuest, lifetime warranty. Now I got the car jacked up. Got a cardboard right here. And I got the jack stands holding the vehicle up, and you might make sure you put the jack stands on the frame, solid metal of the car. Well, on these cars today, as much as metal you can find. And over that way, I left my hydraulic jack there just as added security. All right, now before I get me some more cardboard to lay down right here, there's our starter right there. So let's see how I'm gonna do this. If I can set the camera up and I don't know, I'll figure something out. Be right back. Alright guys, we got our cardboard down here, we got our sockets and everything, and we got our nice handy dandy light that Big Bill sent us. This light is great. Harbor Freight, 20 bucks. Check it out. Okay, now we get up under here. And what I like about this light is our starter's right up there. And you can probably see it. But we're gonna get us a little added light here. So what I can do, this thing got a base, a magnetic base on it. So I can hook it up like that and turn it to where I need it. Let's get it right here. And then we turn it on. Look at that, man. That is great. Alright, the first thing we're gonna do is, here's our starter. And you got two wires going to the back of it. Let's get our wires off. The first one will just unplug. And what you got to do is, on the top of it, just squeeze that little tab in and pull it back. Alright, the next wire is a thick wire. That's going up to the battery and all. And what you want to do is get you a 13, that's a 13 millimeter. I got a 13 millimeter deep, 1/4 inch drive socket with my 1/4 inch drive ratchet. Go up here, and remember, before you do this, make sure the negative terminal to the battery is disconnected, or you're going to be in some serious trouble. Alright, so go up there, get that bolt loose, get the nut loose. Alright, then reach up there, take the nut off, and pull the wire off. There you go. You can let it hang down there. If you want, you can put the nut back up there. Right now, we got two bolts way back here. Let's go back here and hook this up. Let's go into the back of the starter. Well, that's holding the starter in. You got one bolt right there, and another one right on the top. And let's see if we can find out what size they are and get the tool to take them out. Be right back. Alright guys, we got from under the vehicle, and what I'm gonna do is show you what you're gonna need here. What you're gonna need here is a 15 millimeter deep 3/8 drive socket with a 6-inch 3/8 drive extension. Next, you want to need a 3/8 drive ratchet. Now you probably got your regular size ratchet, and put that to the side. We're not gonna use that. Then you're gonna have, because you need something with a lot of leverage, because the bolt is like, them starter bolts is way up there. Then you got your longer one, and we're gonna put that to the side. Now what you want to do is go to Harbor Freight and get you a telescoping ratchet. Check this out. This thing has a swivel head to it, which I can push this button and the head will swivel. Well, that's locky. It can swivel back and forth. Then I can push the button to lock it, and I want it straight. Then they got this little sleeve right here. This sleeve right here, you pull down. Oh, dang it. Right here. This sleeve, you pull down, and then you can telescope the ratchet right out. And I want the longest way possible. Look at that. So now, that gives me a lot of leverage when I go to loosen this up. All right, so let's hook our extension and socket up there. And let's get back up under there. And do these bolts. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's cut our light on. All right, there's our 2 bolts right there. You can see them, one by the O2 sensor and one down there. And I'm getting my bottom one first. And let me see if I can back up here so you can see how I'm getting this, because I'm going past the exhaust system. And I'm going to go here. And what I got to do here is I'm going to have to put you down some kind of way. Let's see if I can do this. Because one of my hands is going to have to hold the ratchet, and the other one will turn it. Okay, you see I just broke one loose. Now, we'll go above the O2 sensor harness and get our top one. Now what I'm going to do here, since this one's the more difficult one, I'm going to go ahead and get that top one out first. Alright, so let's get that top one out. Matter of fact, it's loosened up enough that I might be able to get my hand up there. Yep, come right out. Alright, take that bolt out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, whoops, the light went out. Alright, got the one bolt, got it out, put that to the side. And then next, we're going to get our second bolt. So let's get our ratchet down here somewhere. The light went out again. And you know, and being that I broke that loose, I'm going to get my regular ratchet. Use the same extension. That out. I'm gonna get my slide down here and get my regular ratchet. Okay. Slide back up there. And you see our starter starting to drop down. So let's get that bolt out there. And while it's coming out, what you want to do here is put your hand right here. Let me see if you can see that. Making sure you can see that. Put your hands right here to hold on to the starter while taking out the last bolt. There we go. There we go, guys. Let's get this out there, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. Check it out. Got our starter out. Starter. Huh. Chrysler emblem on it. Okay. Let's go over here. Clockwise starter here. Just make sure everything lines up and everything is the same. Great, great. Okay, we're gonna just take that nut and lock washer off. Alright, let's go up here. And let's slide up under here. And what we're gonna do here, matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. Alright, let's go up under here. Let's go. Let's put that to the side. Now, what we're gonna do here is let me cut our light on for a minute. Now, here's the bolt, the bottom bolt coming through to this for the starter. So what I'm gonna do here is bring the starter up, put it into the bell housing. And you saw how the bolts lined up right there? Now, my other hand is going to start threading in that bottom bolt. All right, great. Now, since it's like that, we're good to go. Let's grab our other starter bolt. Both bolts are the same length. Let's go back here. There's the bolt hole right there. Gonna put that in. And you might have to take your other hand and move the starter back and forth. Just hold it a little bit while you're starting this bolt by hand. Okay, the battery's going dead on the light. That's why it keeps going out like that. It's saving itself. All right, let's get our 15mm deep 3/8 drive with our 6-inch extension with our regular ratchet and tighten up those two bolts. All right, so let's tighten them up. We'll be right back. Okay, what I want to do is show you how I got my ratchet here. Got my regular ratchet. Tighten up that bolt, and then we're going to tighten up the bottom bolt. Come down here like this, and we're going to tighten up this one. All right, so let's tighten up those bolts. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we got those tightened up. The next thing we're gonna do, last but not least, is our wiring harness. Let's hook the big one up onto the post first. Great. And then let's get our lock washer and 13mm nut. Bring that on, and let's get that, make sure that's set to the side. Okay, now we get our 13mm deep 1/4-inch drive with our 1/4-inch drive ratchet, and we reach up there and let's tighten that up. So tighten that up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got that tightened up. Last but not least, let's hook up our little clip here. Now this little wire right here, that's going to your ignition switch or your safety neutral switch. Whoops, it went out again on me, dang it. I gotta charge that battery up. Clip it onto the place, done. That's it. Cool, great. That was a great job, guys. Alright, let's get from under here. Get our tools. And what you want to do is, let me try to do this. Make sure your wiring harness is away from anything metal, because you don't want that to short out. And another thing, guys, you see how this starter is up here. You see how close that there we go. You see how close that solenoid is to that exhaust system, there should have been something there to protect it. You definitely want something there to protect that starter, because that's other than oil, heat is the #1 reason why starters go. So I'm not sure if there was ever a heat shield here or something originally, but it's not. But definitely you're going to have to get something to protect that. Definitely get one of those wraps. We did a video on it to wrap the starter up before you put it in. It protects up to 1200 degrees. It will definitely save this starter, because definitely there's going to be another issue with this. So definitely protect your starter from heat, shield or something. All right, let's get from under here. We're right back. All right, guys, we're going to put our tools up now. And remember, very important, wrap that starter up. That starter is close to that exhaust manifold. You definitely want to wrap that up. I'm going to put the link in the description below to show you what you need. You definitely get this thing. It will definitely save your starter. Trust me, 100% guaranteed, it will save your starter. All right, let's get this stuff out of here, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, there you have it. How to replace a starter on a 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee with the 3.7 engine. This is a front-wheel drive vehicle. The four-wheel drive vehicle is completely different. That thing is at least about 2 hours, because you got to remove the front drive shaft. It's a pain. And if you got one, we do have the video up there, so check that out. Okay, any comments or questions, be sure to put them in the comment section below, or you can email me direct to tim@astralautorepairs.com. It is windy out here. All right, we got one more vehicle to do. So, this is Timmy from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. Take it easy.